in the elevator to see the surgeon today. I'm gonna get my surgery date with this. I'm nervous. This is my surgeon. Deep breaths, deep breaths. I hope today I get my date. The nurse said I'm doing really good. I lost more weight. I'm on track. So we'll see. We'll see. My blood pressure was good. I'm just really nervous. Okay, so I'm home. Trying to get out of there is like a madhouse. But anyways, good news. I did get my surgery date. So it is April 22nd. They pushed it back a little further than I thought because she was saying March. But what happened is, I think I told you this, guys. We were on our way. My husband and I were on our way to get my stress test done, and they called and canceled last minute. They still have not been able to reschedule me. So she was super concerned that it might get pushed back a little bit, the stress test, because that's the last thing I need. So instead of 4 weeks, because that's what instead of 6 weeks, because that's what's normal, because 2 weeks to do lab work, and then the last 4 weeks of that is you're on your liquid diet. She pushed it back 6 weeks. No, 8 weeks. I can't get this right. 8 weeks. So that I had those 2 extra weeks just in case the stress test takes a little longer to get to schedule, if you will, than normal, because it would suck to schedule my surgery and I don't have the stress test and my insurance won't approve it, because I have to have the stress test in order for my insurance to approve the surgery. So instead of 6 weeks, she pushed it 8 weeks just to give me those 2 extra weeks to make sure that in that 8-week time, I get my stress test done. Because if not, my insurance most likely won't approve this sleeve. But I do have a date. And if I had gotten the stress test the day I was supposed to, and they hadn't called and canceled, I probably would be having my surgery in March. Which really sucks. But listen, everything happens for a reason, and that's the way I'm going to look at it. Maybe God knows something that I don't, and for whatever reason, it got canceled, and she's adding a little extra time just so I have a cushion, just in case I'm, cutting it to the wire with the stress test. I'm going to call and see if I can't get an appointment. I'm going to call today to see if I can't get an appointment. I'm hoping I get it within the next week or two, but she's saying you just never know. So we'll take it from there. But I was so nervous. And then I got there and she took my blood pressure and her eyes about bulged out of her head. And I was like, what's wrong? She's like, it's saying it's 200 over, I think she said 170 or something like that. I said, there's no way. I feel fine. Wouldn't I be dead? She's like, well, I don't know about dead, but we'd be calling an ambulance. I said, well, I feel fine. So she waited 5 minutes and then retook it again on the other arm, and it came out perfect. I said, I don't know what that was all about, but that scared me. I don't know if it was the machine, because the second time she did it by hand, where she pumped it and she listened. The first time it was done by the machine. So I don't know if it was a machine error or I don't know. But when she told me that, I was like, what? I said, wouldn't I be dead? But anyway, so she's like, well, I don't know about dead, but we'd be calling an ambulance. Anyway, so I was and then I was worried that my blood pressure was up really that high, because I was really nervous. All the other times that I've gone to this doctor, I have never been nervous, but I kind of knew in my gut this was the one I was going to get my surgery date if everything worked out. And I was so nervous that I didn't lose enough weight, because she never gives me an amount. She's never like, listen, you have to lose 60 pounds before surgery. She doesn't say that. She just says, I just want you to continue to lose weight before surgery, because the more weight you lose before surgery, you know, the more healthier you'll be, and there's less risk involved, which makes perfect sense. But she never gives me an amount. So, you know, I was so nervous that I think it was, I gained 2 and I lost 1 pound. So I was up 1 pound. So in reality, I lost 9 pounds since my last visit. So I was like, I didn't know if 9 pounds was enough. Like, I didn't know if it was enough, but she was really happy with that. So she seems to think that 10 pounds a month is pretty decent. I don't think it's enough because of my size. I think I should be losing a little more than that, but she thinks 10 pounds a month is great. So I lost shy of that because I gained 2. I was up 2 like 3 days ago. I weighed myself on Monday and I was up 2 pounds. And then I weighed in today at the doctor's office and I was down 1 of those 2. So that wasn't a 10, it was a 9. I wanted that 10, but she said it was great. So that was encouraging, but she doesn't give me a number. So if I have 8 weeks, if I continue on the streak that I'm like losing about 10 pounds a month, that would put me at about, if I lose 10, February is a really short month. So we'll just say 10. We'll say 10 for February and 10 for March. And then it's on the 22nd of April. So maybe 7. You know, that it could possibly be 27 more pounds. So that would be 30, 40, 57 pounds. I can be down 57 pounds before surgery. When I think about that, I'm like, wait a minute. Whoa, no, there's no way. And then at the same time, I'm like, 57 pounds is nothing. It's nothing compared to the amount that I have to lose. But if I keep doing what I'm doing, it's possible. It's possible to lose about 10 pounds a month. So she thinks 10 pounds a month is good. So I think I should be losing. In my mind, I'm like, no, I shouldn't. I should be losing 10 pounds a week. But that's ridiculous. That happens every once in a while. Usually when I first start something, like when I first start keto or I first start whatever, drastic thing I'm going to do, I usually lose like 10 to 12 pounds the first week. So when that happens, I feel like I should be like 10 pounds every week, but that's not realistic. So anyways, I will be thrilled though, if by surgery, if I'm down 57 pounds or 55, somewhere in there, 55 pounds, I think she'll be happy. I'll be happy. I don't know. I think that's a good amount of weight. If we're going from the day my very first visit, which is October 30th. October 30th was my very first appointment with the surgeon. So if we go from October 30th to April 22nd, let's say 55, 57 pounds. You guys let me know. Is that good? It doesn't seem like it in my head. How many months is that? We won't count October. So we'll go November, December, January, February, March, April. Yeah, 5 months. It's like 10 pounds a month. I don't know. 10 pounds a month just doesn't seem like enough. But anyways, I'm figuring all this out in my mind as I'm talking to you. But anyways, I just thought I'd jump in here, let you guys all know what's happening. I haven't been on TikTok since TikTok was banned. And I kind of made a decision when that was all happening. It was like, you know what? Maybe that's God's way of telling me I should just stay off of TikTok. I know it went viral over there and I have a bigger following over on TikTok than I do on my YouTube. I have a bigger following over on TikTok than I do here. But at the same time, I'm just like, maybe I should just stick to what I love my YouTube peoples, my lovies. So I haven't been updating over there, so that's why I'm updating you guys. And many of you have been very interested in my journey here. So she did give me another month supply of Ozempic, and I'm on 0.25 this time instead of 0.5. So she upped it, and she is giving me tools, if you will, to help me lose weight. I did have a little bit of side effects if anybody is like interested in any of this. If not, just skip all this. But I had constipation, and I had really bad cramps, and like stomach cramps. And it wasn't like I needed to go to the bathroom cramps. I know the difference. It was a different kind of cramp, and it was crampy with nausea. So, but she said that's very normal. And she said as the doses increase, the side effects will lessen, because then you'll be on a maintenance level, and when you get to the maintenance level of Ozempic, the side effects dissipate. And then she said to continue with what I'm doing, which is taking the I take it 3 times a day. Oh God, it's the fiber. It's the orange one. I want to say Benefiber. It's not Benefiber. And it's not Centrum. It's the other one. It's the orange one. You pour it in your water and you shake it up. I take 3 of those a day. They do help, but they bloat me a little. Sometimes when I drink those, I feel really bloated. But they are helping. So that's where I'm with all of that. And I think I'm going to start sharing a little bit. I'm not eating like all of this fun food. Like I'm not baking bread, and I'm not eating junk, and I'm not eating these big hearty meals. So I don't share a lot of what I'm eating anymore like I used to, because I'm not eating that way. But I can share some of the things that I am eating, or show you how I meal prep, or like what my meal looks like compared to what my husband and my daughter's meal looks like. Like when I do make chicken, what my portion looks like, and like I don't eat the noodles, but I eat this or whatever. Because not that I'm cutting out all carbs, but I'm definitely limiting my carb intake. But yeah, not to go on and on and on. I'm excited. I couldn't wait for this day, and it happened. So now my next big day is April 22nd. But I am very excited that I have my surgery date. Somebody's here. My dog's barking. So I'll see you in the next clip. So this is one of my go-to meals. Spinach, because I need fiber. I cut up 2 of these cheddar brats. Of course, the spinach. I do a 1/4 cup of the cheese and 2 eggs. And that I eat almost every single day. It's one of my go-to meals. It's very low calorie. It's delicious. It looks like a mess, but it's very good. And this is also how I get my electrolytes, if you will. I have to be really careful with my electrolytes because of the Wegovy shots. So I do 1 of these to 2 bottles of water, ice in my 40-ounce tumbler, and I try to do 1 of these in the morning and 1 at night. I have been working all morning on my Missy mail that goes out to my channel subscribers. Remember, guys, if you're a channel subscriber, it means you pay a monthly subscription to my channel. There are perks to that. But I just wanted to show that I'm getting ready to send out a bunch of Missy mail to my channel subscribers. You're going to get a homemade something from me this month of February, and I want to get it out tomorrow so that you guys get it before Valentine's. But I've been having so much fun making up stupid little puns for all these little cute stickers that I found that I had, and I've been just having a blast. But this has taken me hours, and I just looked up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to go do my vibration plate and like clean up the house. But I just thought I'd share a little quick glimpse at maybe some Missy mail that might be heading your way if you are a channel member. I want to utilize this space right here for my coloring books. I forget sometimes how many coloring books I have because I have them all stashed away. So I want to store this stuff that's just kind of sitting out away. And I want to put out my coloring books ready for spring right here. So that's what I'm going to do. Because I mean to tell you, the amount of coloring books that I have is insane. And I'm not utilizing them because I totally forget what kind of coloring books I have. And I mean to tell you, like, no joke, I have me some coloring books. Alright, I'm going to put these candles in here. Okay. So these are kind of my mythographical, let me put these in order. Metamorphosis, this is Kirby Rosane's. I have another Kirby. Yes, this is Kirby. Then I have Camellia. We put her books together. Oh, I got a question a couple days ago, a couple of them actually. Why I put wax paper in my books, like what was the purpose? Because when I use Prisma colored pencils, if there's no color on the other side of the page, the Prismas from being flat like this will actually transfer to the blank side. So the wax paper keeps the Prismas from transferring the color onto the other side of the page that I haven't colored yet. Okay, then I have this one. And then this is my Johanna Basford. I know I have a few of those. Okay. And these are my taller ones. So let me put these off to the side. My Christmas and my, I have lots of like Christmas books. These are all Christmas and my fall books because I only color those in that season. So those particular books I'm not going to put out. So these are Christmas. One of my favorite coloring artists is Lulu Mayo, and I forget the books that I have by her because they're stashed away. So that's why I'm bringing them out. I have so many coloring books, it's not even funny. These are some of my favorites. This one's Christmas. This one's Christmas. This one's fall. Cozy Corners is good. Cozy Girl's good. Autumn, that's for that. And Pumpkin Spice, that looks very fallish too. So we'll keep those all in the holiday ones. I'm gonna put collections together because I have many books by the same artist. Put these up, and then I'm just kind of like talking through. Does anybody else do that? I have lots and lots and lots of creative haven. And Coco Wire. They seem to be my favorite artists. Okay, this one, these two. Okay, these two have to go over here, and then I can get the rest organized. So that goes there, and then the other Johanna Basford book goes there. I put these up like this, Look at that. Yay! Does anybody ever feel better when they organize stuff and like if they don't see it, it's like out of sight, out of mind kind of thing? That's exactly how I am. So it's like I need to see what I have or I don't utilize it. So I'm very happy with this.